Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a cash envelope stuffing for the paycheck that I received on September 11th, 2025 using the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Okay, here we are. We are set up for my cash envelope stuffing. I have my cash envelope breakdown over here as a reference, as well as all of my cash listed on the side. I am pretty zoomed in so that you can clearly see this page. So there are hundreds up top and fives down below that you cannot see. I do want to start out with talking about my emergency fund. I do have a checking account at my credit union that has my emergency fund in it, but I'm always trying to continue to grow that emergency fund. And what has worked well for me has been to take any unused cash from my variable expense cash envelopes at the end of every pay period and put it into an emergency fund envelope. Every time I reach $1,000, I take the cash, I put it into my emergency fund checking account, print out a new envelope, and start over again. So right now we are in the midst of trying to get to $1,000. With my last pay period, I was able to put $122 into this envelope. So we should have $382 in here, which I'm going to count with you all right now. 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 381, 382. Now we're going to be stuffing, and I'm using quotes, my variable expense cash envelopes because I actually don't have any envelopes printed to use to stuff right now. So we are going to pull the cash. We're just going to set it aside, not actually put it into envelopes. And we're going to start out with eating out, which is getting $75 in a $50 bill, a $20 bill, and a $5 bill. 50, 70, 75. Next we have gas, which is getting the same amount with the same denominations. So 50, 20, and a 5, 50, 70, 75. And lastly, we have miscellaneous getting 150, and it's getting that in two $50 bills, two $20 bills, and two $5 bills. 50, 100, 120, 140, 145, 150. And I use these denominations because we're going to pull from this for my 2025 challenge. Next, we're going to dive into my 2026 sinking funds, which is very, very exciting. The first is going to be my RN, APRN licenses sinking fund, which is getting $30 in a 20 and a 10, 20, 30. Next, we have gifts, which is getting 45 in two 20s and a 5, 20, 40, 45. Now we have birthdays, which is getting 25 in a 20 and a 5, 20, 25. We're moving on to car insurance and taxes, which is getting a large amount. It's getting $190, and it's getting that in a $100 bill, a $50 bill, and two $20 bills. 100, 150, 170, 190. Next, we have medical, which is getting 40 in two $20 bills, 20, 40. We have subscriptions, which is getting $20 in a single $20 bill. Next, we have Black Friday, which is getting 25 in a $20 bill and a $5 bill, 20, 25. We have Christmas, which is getting 30 in a 20 and a 10, 20, 30. Now we're moving on to my rolling sinking funds. These do not have a monetary goal, but I save for them every single pay period no matter what. So the tracker on the front looks a little bit different from, say, my Christmas sinking fund, which has dollar amounts listed here because there is a monetary goal of $700. This one, I just did the first letter of every month. That way, at the end of every month, I can mark it off. We're also going to have money already in these envelopes because these are new envelopes. These envelopes are available on my Etsy shop, which is linked down below. But I'm continuing with the cash that's already been in these rolling sinking fund envelopes. So this is getting 50 in a single $50 bill. And with this deposit, should have 295. 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 295. Household is getting $20 in a single $20 bill, and with this deposit should have 240, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 240. Home maintenance is getting $100 in a $100 bill. Now, this actually has $5,000 in the bank, and I have purchased some $1,000 holders off of a shop on Etsy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we should have 400 in cash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby is getting $30 in a 20 and a 10, 20, 30. This also has money in the bank. So 1620 is the total, but $1,000 of this are in the bank. So we have 1,000, 1,100, 12, 13, 14, 1,500, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1,600, 1,610, 1,620. Travel is getting $100 in a single $100 bill. That's our last 100. So I'm going to move everything up a little bit. And this also has cash in the bank. It has $5,000 in the bank. So we should have 316 in cash, but let's count out our placeholders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. 1, 2, 3, 310, 15, 316. So 5316 total. Next, we have personal getting $30 in a 20 and a 10, 20, 30. And with this deposit should have 276. 100, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 275, 276. And lastly, we have car maintenance, and this is getting 65 in a 50, 10, and a 5, which is all the cash we have left, 50, 60, 65. Now this does currently have $2,000 in the bank, so 1,000, 2,000, plus the 65 that we're adding right now. Now that we've finished stuffing envelopes, I am going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to take a look at the front of my budget book where I have my 2025 challenge tracker here. I also have a 2025 challenge envelope. These are both available on my Etsy shop. Now I contribute to my 2025 challenge for 2 weeks at a time because I get paid bi-weekly. We're doing weeks 37 and 38. So I'm going to mark those off. It's $40 per week, which means a total of $80. I'm pulling that from my miscellaneous envelope. So we have 50, 70, 80. So we have $70 left. 50, 70, 75, 80. And with this deposit, we should have $14.85 in this envelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 1350, 70, 90, 1410, 1430, 1450, 1460, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 1485. The last thing that we're going to do very quickly is contribute to my $5 challenge. So I'm going to take the $5 bill that was for my eating out envelope and the $5 bill that was for my gas envelope, and I'm going to put those into my $5 challenge envelope. This envelope is also available on my Etsy shop. I've got a bunch of fives here for like the last couple of months actually. So we're just going to add them in. I don't use a tracker for this anymore, but there is a tracker available on my Etsy shop. And with that, we are done with my first cash envelope stuffing of September 2025, as well as my first cash envelope stuffing that I've done in a very long time. I think that went fairly smoothly, which is exciting. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments about the way that I budget, the Budget by Paycheck workbook, different budgeting tools that I use, please do not hesitate to put a comment down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.